Day 30. It's gonna be a big day today. I'm gonna be crossing 200 miles. Just starting the climb up back onto the mountain ridge. So many blowdowns out here. Must have been from the rain. This is called the Pocahontas Spring. It's coming out there and it flows down here. And then it's just running down the trail on the other side here. It rained the past 2 days, so, and that's just the runoff from the trail. I'm on the other side. The trail is a creek today. Look at this craziness. Look at that, less than 1,000 miles to Katahdin. Was just passed by 4 horses. I have hiked 200 miles. Just hit the 200 mile point. You see that big bee's nest up there? Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah. Hi. Well, found out today I am not a purist. Today, thanks to a very special trail angel who I'm not going to name because I don't know how they would feel about that. But today I got slack packed, and in addition to carrying this very light pack, I took a blue blaze. So I skipped some white blazes by taking that blue blaze. So not a purist. And I'm okay with that. And if you're not, I'm okay with that too. The trail has just been a little stream for the longest. More trail river. I'm enjoying listening to the birds. Today's the end of day 30. I'm at the Eckville shelter, which is really, so there's a house here. You're not allowed inside the house. The shelter is a shed behind the house that has like 3 bunk beds or 6 bunks in it. There's like another shed in the yard that has an actual flushing toilet. I'm across the street. There's 2 tent pads, so I'm on one of the tent pads. And the water source is a spigot on the outside of the house. So it's pretty cool. There's a caretaker, I guess, who stays inside the house. Yeah, so end of day 30. And I'm just laying here in my bag trying to get warm enough to give myself a bird bath with a baby wipe. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. It's day 31. That's the shelter. There's a toilet over there. And then I'm in a tent across the street. What's behind me? What's in front of me? That's the way I came from. think this is the way to go, but I don't see any more blazes. Maybe it fell off that tree with its bark. See the white blaze on the rock? Okay, wish me good luck here. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that's all like downhill. And I don't know why rocks downhill seem so much scarier than rocks uphill or, you know, straight through. Not that they're ever flat. I guess it's just because of the potential for downward momentum. I did it! I climbed down from there. I'm rather pleased. I'm a little dehydrated, almost out of water. I just took the wrong turn. The AT took a left and I kept going straight, so I went the wrong way, but luckily I noticed it before I got very far. Turned around and backtracked. I think I have like a mile to a shelter where there's water. That's not where I was planning on stopping for the night. But when I get there and get some water in me, I may have to reevaluate. I might need to stop there and just kind of like, you know, recover from this. I don't know. I'll figure it out then. The spring that's about to save my life today. This guy's excited about the water too. You see him? Hi, it's day 32. I think I mentioned yesterday what was going on. I ran out of water and yeah, I got dehydrated and a little heat exhausted. The rocks just slowed me down a lot more than I anticipated because the rocks were more intense than they have been up until this point. I'm kind of at the end of Pennsylvania and they just kind of rise to a crescendo, give you a big send-off. So when I was out of water, it was affecting my thinking. I believe that's probably why I ended up taking the wrong trail for a little bit and had to backtrack. I noticed that not only was I moving kind of slow, I was just sort of lumbering over the rocks, where normally I stop and look and plan my route through the rocks. I was just kind of just moving forward, and in addition, it was affecting my coordination. So I was tripping a lot more, stumbling a lot more. So it really was not a great situation, but fortunately, you know, I was able to get to the shelter and then hike the 1/4 mile to the water source. And, you know, so I was good after that. However, today is more of the same. An extremely rocky section. The knife's edge is coming up. And it's going to be a warm and very sunny day. And I know from experience with heat exhaustion that that I'm not going to be at my best today. And anyway, so what I've planned to do is I'm hiking up to a road crossing and I'm gonna get a ride to a trail angel's house. She lets people set their tents up in her yard. So my plan for today is to go there, you know, spend some time in the shade and drink Gatorade and, you know, just take good care of myself and let my body replenish. And then, you know, the next day, continue on. I don't have any time constraints, you know, I don't have like a deadline for finishing the trail. So I'm not upset about this plan. I think that it's prudent. I think it makes sense. I think it's the smart thing to do, because I know if I take care of my body while I'm out here, I'll be able to continue hiking. And if I don't, I won't. So anyway, that's the plan. Let's turn this around and I'll show you the trail right now. It's just pretty beautiful out here. It's probably going to be a really beautiful day. Ironically, this is the trail about a quarter mile up from the shelter. It's a river. I could have used that yesterday. So I've had a shower and I've been drinking a bunch of water, and I'm at the Trail Angels house, and they made me a Spam sandwich. It was fried on toast with mustard and mayonnaise, and it was so good. And oh, and they did my laundry for me. So I'm just sitting here. I've got to get my laundry folded, sorted, and put away, and then here's where I'm camping for the night. So today's been good. I'm feeling much better. I was a little headachy this morning and still very thirsty. I'm still very thirsty. I don't know. It's weird. But I think I'll be able to hike tomorrow. I think I'll be good to go. So we'll see how it goes. I got a ride. Some people were being shuttled back to the trail from the Trail Angels house. So I got in on that and got back up to the trail. But that does mean that I got on a little farther north than when I got off. So I skipped the Razor's Edge and Lehigh Gap. So in order to actually complete the entire trail, I'm going to have to go back and clean those up. But it is what it is. I'm out here hiking to improve my mental health, and getting a ride to the trail was more conducive to me continuing my hike than getting back to where I got off. So it is what it is. Love our blazes. It's a pretty day. Getting pretty hot out. Today's taken a turn for the better. There is a, so I hiked down into Wind Gap and there's a trailer park, and there is a guy with a trailer who is okay with you using his spigot to fill up your water. So I got all my water filled up and even got my shirt wet and put it back on. So that was really awesome. And so far the climb out of Wind Gap hasn't been that bad. Okay, but this is steep. It might not look like it on camera, but it is. It is steep. So this is me. That's the way I came. And then this is the way I gotta go. Gotta get back up on the ridge line. Dying. That's the moon up there. See you tomorrow.